So one fine day, I decided to look on the folio and see what Prabhupada had to say about false ego. And then I asked my guru, ChatGPT, can you tell me what's the difference between real ego and false ego? It's so simple, but I just want to read it to you because it's so simple and just confirm probably what you already know, and then we can talk about it. It comes in the form of a poem. We're not these bodies, not these names, not black or white, we're all the same. The world will call us many things, but we're just servants, so the Shastra sings. So when I searched what is false ego, Prabhupada said, to identify with matter. So obviously, to identify with matter means the body, the place of birth, the possessions. And what is real ego? To identify as spirit soul. And what does that mean? It means I'm a servant of Krishna. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. But when we're in false ego consciousness, what do? We defend ourselves. We need to be right. People give us feedback. We say, you have no right to tell me anything. We attack. We identify with particular race, gender, ideology, city, place of birth, just on and on and on. We're entrenched in identities. So another way of looking at real egos, as we said, I am, and then blank. I am what? I am servant. Servant of who? Servant of Krishna and all living entities. And what is false ego? I am blank. Anything other than servant of Krishna and all living entities. I'm smart, I'm tall, I'm black, I'm white. I am an employee at this company. I am smart in these areas. Every I am other than I am servant of Krishna is false ego. Pretty simple. How many identities of false ego do we have? Lots. How many of them seem real to us? Pretty much all of them. But they're all false. I am eternal. I'm a servant of Krishna. I always am and I always will be. And now here's something really interesting. Don't go away because this is really interesting. Have you ever noticed, like, if you do something really well and you're like really proud of yourself, like, yeah, I'll be the man. That sense of I'm servant of Krishna, it kind of gets clouded. The sense that I'm just an insignificant spirit soul, it gets clouded as I get more praise, as I do things better than others. That sense of I'm a tiny servant of Krishna sometimes, where did it go? I can't find it. For a pure devotee of Krishna, whatever happens outside of him in terms of his successes, his good qualities, the resources that Krishna gives him, he may have thousands, millions of followers, millions of dollars, millions of whatevers. But his sense of I'm servant of Krishna, it never changes. Like our sense changes. Our false ego, like, if I do something great, then in order to like feel the pleasure of the appreciation I will get, I have to identify with my body. Because if I identify as Krishna's servant, this little humble nobody, little 10,000th the size of a hair, then when I'm glorified, it's like, whatever, that's not me. But if I want to feel the glory of it, because that is sense gratification, maybe the highest form, I have to identify with the body. So every time we're being glorified and we're basking in it, it's bodily identification. I'm forgetting I'm a little tiny servant of Krishna, because if I remember that, I would be like, whatever, that's all. He's doing everything. I'm nobody, always was nobody. I'm eternally nobody, always will be, just like Krishna says, never was there a time when you did not exist, nor I, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall we ever cease to be. We can just say, never was there a time when you were not a nobody, and you're a nobody now, and in the future you'll be a nobody. You go, I don't want to be a nobody. I want to be a somebody. How will I be happy if I'm a nobody? Yeah, you'll really be happy being a nobody. Believe me. You've tried to be a somebody. Is that working for you? You happy about it? I don't think so. So, it's a beautiful concept, isn't it? that no matter what happens to a devotee, pure devotee, doesn't alter his conception of I'm a tiny servant of Krishna. But when things happen around us and we're like, yeah, I'm great, I'm fantastic, we identify immediately with who I am on the physical level, false ego, so we can acknowledge that I'm great and get the glorification. And unfortunately, that's why we're in the world, that's why we came here, and that's why we're going to stay here. So if we want to get out, we got to get out of that false ego conception of anything about this so-called identity of mine other than I'm a servant of Krishna. Has absolutely nothing to do with me, or you, or him or her, or anybody.